Ooh, Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle for the NES. I started yesterday by saying that I don't think... Oh, look! We have a Bugs Bunny music on the... I didn't even know I had that. I didn't know I had that. Amazing. On my music thingy, that's a nice coincidence. It's playing right now. I didn't know I had it. Music is good. I'm looking forward to getting to that game. By the time you get to it, it might be a retro console. I doubt it. And that doesn't help because it means that it's gonna be more expensive. I did look up how much it would cost me to get one of those, like... There is no such thing as like an used market for anything here in Brazil. Like they'll buy a console for like 2,000 reais and sell it for 1,900. Because they just want to get their money back. And it's like that for everything, cars, consoles, it's dumb. It's not like I can get like a cheap used console. There's no such thing. But yeah, I did look up prices, and the thing is, like, if I had other uses for an Xbox One or an Xbox Series, fine, but I don't. That game is 40 minutes. I can't possibly justify buying a console just to play it for 40 minutes. And I don't have a friend that owns one to borrow it from because no one gives a shit about Xbox down here in Brazil. It's been PlayStation everywhere since the first one. No one knows anything. No one cares. I happen to have a 360 and I was the exception already. But Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle, we spent a lot of time talking about random stuff. Let me pull this up here. Let me switch over here. And let's get the show on the road. Are you getting on the road for me? You are. I just didn't see it. You guys saw it before I did. Once again, this game was released in Japan as a Roger Rabbit game. And Crazy Castle games are like all over the place with the IPs in them. They just plaster whatever character they think would sell better. So we're only doing the ones with Bugs Bunny. But the series continues after that with like Woody Woodpecker and God knows who else. Some of these games were released with Mickey Mouse in Japan, and I've been told that they had all sorts of characters. Roger Rabbit was Disney, so that's weird. Yeah, well, I think it was the Game Boy one. Hang on, I have it on my notes. Yeah, this same game on the Game Boy, which is coming up next, was released with Mickey Mouse in Japan. Real Ghostbusters was another one, Garfield, yeah. But we're doing Looney Tunes, we're not doing a Crazy Castle retrospective, so... Is this one? Let me see. Let me look it up here very quickly. Crazy Castle. We have this one. Hang on. We have this one, we have the one on the Game Boy. We have 2, 3, and 4. It's a total of 5 Crazy Castle games. That's all the Crazy Castling I care to do. Game Boy one's up next and it looks very similar. It's unique enough that I am playing it. The levels are different at least. But yeah, it becomes a portable thing later. It's all going to be Game Boy except for the last one, which is Game Boy Color. Woo, big difference. Okay, I think we're halfway through this. So we should finish this game today, unless the levels get unreasonably dumb. And surprisingly, like I've said yesterday, this game is surprisingly more enjoyable than I expected. And the levels are being reasonable. Like, not too much on the gimmicky side, it's not getting like very dumbly precise. It's mostly fun, like they do a few different things here and there, and it's It's been fine. So let me start the timer and let's continue from level 51.
I hope it's the right apartment, Michael.
So do I.
Good grief.
Indeed. Zofia, thank you so much for the 11-month sub, my friend. Really appreciate it. Thank you for all the support all this time. And for all the sub gifting that requires math now. It's one of your favorite games. I don't like this kind of game in general. I talked about this yesterday. Like, this reminds me of Load Runner and Solomon's Key and those games that have like, you know, single screen challenges, multi-screen single level challenges, whatever you want to call these. I'm not a fan of this kind of game, but I'm enjoying this way more than I anticipated. No! I should have... This is actually working. The biggest problem this game has is the thing where when you start going upstairs, it locks you until you get to the end, and when you walk off a ledge, it keeps going to that side until you die. It's... the lack of control on your movement is very weird and out of place. PTPX. Other than that, it's way more like people say a lot of shit about this game. It's not that bad. But the lives, there's no reason for the game to have a live system. It's quite pointless. Hello there, Lawfully, welcoming my friend. Limitations, love it despite them. I mean, it's 1989. Well, 1989 is not that early for NES. But it's a puzzle game, we can live with some of these. Wait, oh, I have to go there. Oh yeah, another retrospective. Yeah. I've been meaning to do this one for a very long time. Just was never brave enough. Every time I looked it up, I was gonna be like, wait, how many games is this? You can't possibly be serious. Whoa. Yeah, I have no way of dealing with that. Other than doing what I just did. 102 games? Yeah! It does include Animaniacs games as well. And because it is Looney Tunes, it does include Tiny Toon as well. But yeah, 102. We already did 2! So, you know, with that rhythm, we finished this in less than a month. I'm sure that's what's going to happen. Not even once, Absolute Madman. I've been called a gamer. That's like the nicest thing anyone has ever said about me. Oh, I have to drop from there. Interesting. No, not from here though. Yeah, I knew someone was coming. Someone's... Jesus. Oh god. Oh, fuck. There we go. There we go. It's fine. They're all jacking off down there. I don't care. But I will have to drop there. But if I land on the carrot before anything happens, it's GG. There we go.
Knock knock. Who's there? Who? Hey, is there an owl in here?
That one is pretty bad. Thank you for the redemption. Bones, yes. Okay, you know what? Get wrecked. By the way, I tried to practice off screen. I'm not kidding. Yosemite Sam. Is that the correct one? Yosemite Sam. Because I could swear it was supposed to be Yosemite. Yes, okay, thank you. I had to practice. I don't know why it feels so wrong to me. Yosemite. It's an F. I know about the park. It is what I thought was supposed to be called the Yosemite. No, it ran out. More enjoyable than expected. Yeah, thank you. Because it is an Indian word, yes. Because English just grab everything from everywhere, don't. It's like. It's like someone was writing a language and they asked, "Hey, can I get words from 500 different languages and just do whatever?" And the Germanic cousins of English were just like, "I don't know, man. I'm not your dad. Do whatever." Native American. Yes, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be offensive. Because down here we still use the term Indian for indigenous peoples. But I know that in English that's not a thing you should do anymore. We don't use the term natives in my language. Okay, so I would need that punching glove. Shit. Okay, hang on. You don't carry, just clarifying. That's... Well, in case someone cares, I guess. You wanted to rent this, your sister wouldn't let me. Some people would say that your sister did you a favor, but I think she was just being elitist. This game is fine. Welcoming games of VHS. Most of them prefer Indian. Yeah, I mean... Down here they'll say Indians or... But here's the thing. Like, okay, because the origin of the word Indian for those was because they thought they were traveling to India and they got to America and then they were dumb. That's what they did back then. For fun, they were dumb. But here's the thing. Here in my language, Indians as natives is Índios. Indians as people from India, it's Indianos. They are similar but different words. That's why we never bothered trying to fix that. Good old Chris Colombo, that's a dipshit right there. Yeah, we used to be taught back in high school, like everyone in Brazil is taught that Brazil was discovered by Pedro Álvares Cabral in 1500. And I just look at the Indians and they're like, what do you mean discovered? We were already here, what the fuck are you talking about? Thinking the people here were Indian was dumb, so these people think anyone old tendencies is a boomer. Unless you're talking about boomer shooters, then I don't have a problem with that. I tried to go back up right away. It's divisive. I bet it is, yes. Discovered by Europe. Yeah, the Europeans, so important. I'm just teasing. I understand how the world worked back then. Kind of. Yeah, I can't stop him going downstairs once I get started. Did I get a boxing glove? I don't think I did, so I need to get that one. Well, he's going up. That buys me time. I don't know where he is. I'm waiting for him to come back down. Shit. This might be a problem. I was going to stair collision. The stairs in this game are a bit special. Like, let me explain to you some of the issues. If you start going upstairs, it goes. You can't backtrack. Sometimes it lets you. Most of the time it doesn't. If you start going down, it's the same thing. If I drop to the right here, look, I'm gonna press to the right once. You see how he took another step to the right? I can't stop that. And if by taking that I dropped, he would do that again. And if he had multiple levels, he would do everything unstoppably. Even if you hold left, yeah, no, it doesn't care. It decided what it was going to do way before you got there. Holding the other way does not affect it? No. It doesn't care. The arcade game, it was very fun. It was very difficult. It was a credit muncher, but it was very fun. Now, if I could keep the red one there, but as soon as I move...
Thank you.
Yeah, I couldn't. Hello there, Necroin. Welcoming everyone from Necroin's channel. Corporate stream from Sundays to Fridays. We're doing a Looney Tunes retrospective, game number 3 out of 102. Because I make bad decisions with my life. It's fine, I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm sure I'll enjoy this, especially the Tiny Toon games. Looney Stairs, yeah. Once you start... That was very difficult to stop from happening, by the way. Not impossible, but very, very difficult. Ah, that's the problem. I have to kill that guy before he moves all the way there. Okay, this works. This works. I can work with this. It's fine. Problem defending the purity of the English language is that English is about as pure as a creep house whore. We don't just borrow words on occasion. English are pursued, or the language is done alleyways to feed them unconscious, and raffle the pockets for new vocabulary. That's a very good quote. I think it encapsulates a lot of the things that we say. Where is it? Shit. There we go. That's a very good quote, yes. Thank you so much. I've talked about this before. I am against language purity in general. Like, you know, having rules so we can understand each other is fine. Having rules so we can be pedantic about it, so we can be like, that should not have that word spelled. That's fine, that's fun. Like, it's a lot of fun to... Oh, he just built a very carefully crafted argument. I'm going to just say that he spelled something wrong and win by default. That's fun to do. But being like, we shouldn't change our language, we should keep those words out of it, we need to keep it... No, we should... Languages should all devolve into one single babbling mass, so we don't have to learn different languages anymore and we can all understand each other. Which is going to happen eventually if humanity lives for long enough, because barriers for communication have been broken down. So I want all languages to be preserved, archived, and then left to die. So we can have one single thing, probably a mixture of English and Mandarin somewhere, and everyone just speaks the same shit, and there we go. You disagree because wherever you go, there you are. Let it evolve. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, Zofair is like... He wants to reduce half the language to just fish there for this verb and everything else. Don't tell the French that... Yeah, I like the French, but they kind of hate being alive sometimes. Like, how dare you enjoy your life? Say the French every now and again. And I mean that, like, in the most endearing way possible. If anyone in chat is French. Like, I feel like the French would have all ceased to exist if they didn't have baguettes to hold them over. A better English sentence. Has anyone really been far even decided to use even go want to do look more like? I've seen that before. First time he gave me an aneurysm, but I recovered. Nintendo sued. Can keep the French in the universal language for culinary terms. I said mostly English and Mandarin, but it's gonna have a little bit of everything. Just like English. English is going to dissolve into nothingness for the benefit of mankind. Don't fight it. That Buffalo one, I spent like 1 hour trying to understand it, I gave up. It's very interesting, but... I thought he was going to come down. I mean, you have French and a lot of food things in English because the English would raise the food and the French or the bosses would eat the food. It's actually because the English... I've explained this before. I like to call it culinary nihilism. Brazilians have that as well. Culinary nihilism is when you let a nihilistic view of life affect food making. So in Brazil it is like, we're all gonna die anyway, might as well make pizza with chocolate and Oreos. Why not? We only live once. Well, the British are, we're all gonna die anyway, just have some haggis. Like, why the fuck bother making food taste like not shit? And the English built an empire just so they could travel around buying freaking condiments, but they didn't use it. I don't get it. English know it is a cow, but when it's on a plate, it's beef. It's funny because we appropriated the word beef. In Portuguese, it means steak. Specifically steak. Even if it's not cow meat. It's still a steak. Like, you can have a chicken beef. Condiment Kingdom sounds like a great documentary title. Condiments drove exploration more than anything else. Which is amazing, of course. Tuna beef. Well, technically you could have tuna beef, it would just be very expensive. For the record, I prefer tuna sashimi to salmon sashimi. Tuna is so much better. Raw tuna is so much better than raw salmon. I was like, what the fuck is this? This is amazing. Who knew tuna could be so freaking good? And expensive, yeah, there you go. Condom Kingdom. That would be the Scottish. Please don't cancel me. I don't know where I was going with that joke. Buffalo Bison, that other Buffalo Bison bully also bullied Buffalo Bison. Yeah, the wiki doesn't help with that sentence. We need a double feature. With those cover arts that is like split in the middle. Or maybe just like cond and then it splits with one line for condiment and condom and just kingdom under it. We could call it a double entendre. Is that how you say that word? Can I? I can. Thank you, Daffy Duck. You're very kind. Okay, now that carrot on the bottom left is one of those where when you drop, you're just gonna keep going. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare. It didn't come! I thought it was gonna head down. You went around the world for spices. To sell them and get rich. You don't get high on your own supply. Well, okay. Fair enough. You could at least give it a shot. Okay, so I don't need to grab that because we're forced. That's the last one we grab. Thank you. I kind of expected that to happen. You're coming for me, aren't you? Arrgh. Arrgh. Okay, which direction are you going? Okay. Can you please go into that first door? Please? One of the most popular dishes in the UK is chicken tikka masala. I have no idea what that is, but I think I've seen that name before. Can I get there before he does? I can't. There we go. Get wrecked. So faster. Okay, now this is gonna be... Alex Murphy, I didn't mean to make you defensive or anything, okay? It's fine. It was just a joke. Feels like Indian, but it's English. Do you... Is that a joke about tech support? Here's a fun one. James, Wolf, John, head. I'll not try to parse that. Yeah, fortune cookies are a scam, they're not Chinese, yes, I'm aware. Also, Brazilian Miko is not Brazilian. Also, people would be like, oh, Blanca, the Brazilian character from Street Fighter. Blanca is not Brazilian. You can take that guy back. No. Had a fortune cook, they just said run. I mean, at this point, for the last 20 years or so, fortune cookies are just an inside joke anyway. Let's put something really funny so they take pictures and post it online. Like it's... They're not meant to be anything other than silly jokes by now. Like, they don't do serious ones anymore. He's an American expat. Yeah, it's like he was on an airplane and the airplane crashed in the Amazon. And that's what happens when an airplane crashes in the Amazon. You turn green. Everyone knows that. Like, yeah, poor Americans can't be in Brazil for 1 second, they turn feral. Spider-Man, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Welcoming everyone from Spider-Man's channel. I'm Cooper, I stream from Sundays to Fridays. Just yesterday, we started a brand new retrospective. A Looney Tunes retrospective. I'm gonna very briefly, like 2 seconds, I can come over here. Hold this down. We have 102 games to work through. It's gonna take a while. We're on number 3 yet, for now. It's fine. It's fine. Welcome in, everyone. How was your stream? Barney and the Donnybrook. Not familiar with that. Turning green and fired lightning. Man, I'm Brazilian and I can't do that. Am I not good enough or something? Woo-wee, that's a lot of games. Woo-wee, they are, yes. Huge retrospective. Ever gonna beat the Bonk retrospective? The Bonk retrospective... I thought I was not gonna beat it, but I've gotta say, I think I enjoyed the Alex Kidd one as much as the Bonk one. Because this one overall, it does have one thing going against it. It is a little bit too long, so it doesn't matter if it has a few very good games in there. It is going to feel a little bit like a slog at times. You can't really run from that, but I'm still going to enjoy exploring, of course. It would have been better if it didn't have 5 Crazy Castle games, but yeah. It's not as bad as people claim it is. That's a good emote we got from the retrospective. That retrospective was fun. I wanted to finally beat Miracle World for such a long time. Use that one a lot. It's very versatile, I'll give you that. I couldn't stop going downstairs. There's a jacket thing here. I can't stop going upstairs. Gets good reactions. And that's a classic cover art. I knew that since I was a kid. It's not even like, oh, let me find this very obscure cover art for a video game. I saw that all the time at the rental place. Password Y2JX. I have no idea how many levels there are. We're getting close to level 60. 60 is a good number. Either own this or borrowed it. Game Boy. Okay, specifically Looney Tunes, we're gonna be playing this for the NES, and then there are gonna be 4 Game Boy ones. 4th one is exclusively Game Boy Color. Yes, after this, tonight, we're moving on to the Game Boy one. The tunes are fine. They're loony, almost. No. I had to go there, I'm sorry. I had another one. I got 2. Do you not carry more than 1? Siblings beat it, played it until you beat it. This game seems like games like this often have unreasonable levels, difficulty and stuff. This one seems very against the norm for this style of game. Sure, we're getting some difficulty here, but it still feels quite very beatable. Reasonable. Like, it's not anywhere to the level of, like, frustration. I got annoyed, like here, he kept going right, I couldn't stop him going right. How many special levels? We saw 3. Or 4, I think it was 3. So I'm gonna guess it's gonna be either only those 3, if the next level is the next one, is the last one. Maybe like 5? You can have a maximum of 9, but I don't think we're getting there. I thought I had a boxing glove. Yeah, it is the kind of game that is going to get a bit repetitive, of course. Not much one can do regarding that, I'm afraid. Just text your brother to see what we had, he always remembers the games precisely. Yeah, no, that's good. I used to have good memory for stuff from my childhood like that. Like, I still remember where I got stuck in Phantasy Star, for example. You don't forget that kind of stuff easily. Do I have... I have, but I can't use it. I have to use it on that guy, because this gray Sylvester here, you can't avoid it, and you have to go through there twice. So I have to save one of the boxing gloves for him. It's a long pipe. Thank you. Yeah, Zolfair took one good look at the long pipe and he'll be right back. Enjoy. YTKX. The big 60. It has a special level, so it's not the last one. Let's take a look at the special level. Refreshing, okay. S4, so we have at least 4 special levels. But if we don't beat this on the first attempt, we reset because...
And I'm a locksmith.
I'm resetting. Thank you for the follow, Matiramizu. Enjoy the free modes. Did you crash? Okay. The reason we reset is if you die on a special level, you go back 3 levels. There is no reason to accept that. So we're going to be avoiding that special level. We only did one. They're usually harder than the normal ones. What's up, Doc? He went up without me wanting him to go up. Oh, now we're... Fine! I couldn't stop going down. That's a nice carrot you have there, Kermit. Very appropriate. I wish they had a thing on their interface to show you that you have a boxing glove or not. Waskiri, rabbit. Okay, you have to go all the way over there before the other guy comes back. Thank you. He went upstairs on his own. I'm holding right. Heard yesterday while feeling sorry myself, sick in bed, that I was going to play the Android game. Both of them, yes. Used to play that a lot, World of Mayhem. Yeah, that's the second one from 2018. Very expensive mobile game to play later on though. Everything is very pricey when you hit the progress wall. Well, it's an Android game. I'm gonna take a look. As soon as it decides to charge me money, I'm out, of course. There is no mobile game out there that is good enough to warrant spending money. I didn't... Well, I can pick it back up. This might work fine if I can deal with this guy. Yeah, there is a 2014 Android game that is like Subway Surfers. You know, run forward, switch lanes. That one has been delisted, but it's Android, so we don't care if it is delisted or not. Properly baited, and this is safer to do like this. Let him come. There we go. Oh! Alright, I forgot her name already. Does anyone remember? She has a name. Okay, 60 levels. Fine, easy, and timer. I'm sure there's not gonna be any credits. We told this over in Schuper's chat, but he did a promotion for a game recently. He got so hooked on it. You're being called out to be sure your credit card hadn't been stolen. It's not been uninstalled. I'm very sorry to hear. No, this is not Lola, Tiger Sky Drown. Lola was debuted in the Space Jam movie in 1996. This is an older character that has never been referenced. After Lola, at least. He likes girls? Sure. He likes girls so much he wants to be one. You remember Babs Bunny from Tiny Tones? Okay, we can actually check. Is there anything else here? There is another password, but is that the same one? It is the same. That's all, folks, and it goes back to stage 1. Fine. Let's move over here. Let's check her name. I have her name here. Here, that's the girl, and she's called Honey Bunny. Trademark. There you go. And yep. Yeah, I never heard of this before I saw that back of the box. Totally forgot she exists. Yeah, so did Bugs Bunny apparently. Pulp Fiction said honey. Really? Yeah, legally distinct. Alright, thank you guys for the GGs. There's gonna be a rank for these games at the end, of course, but for now I'm gonna give this, believe it or not, a thumbs up. I'm gonna call it way better than expected shit.